Alright, and now for what should be the last part of the little stint trying Yuan Bo, before I move on to the Changeling, and then after that, some modded campaigns. So, I didn't get this on recording. I decided to cut the previous recording during the loading screen, which left me with a slight mistake, because Griebit's Bootlicka survived the last battle, and ran off to the other side of the Lustrian coast. So, you know, that's mildly annoying, but nonetheless, we got a big victory there. They anticipated, the auto-resolve anticipated a close victory, but I actually wound up getting a decisive victory, so I'm rather happy with that. Now, let's see. For Yuan Bo here, we're going to want to focus our red line on... Let's see. Well, I want to use a lot of Onyx Chromin if I can help it. But at the same time, peasants are hard to not invest in, so I'll invest in peasants first. Melee defense is... Oh, melee attack, really? Okay, you get melee defense on the next tier, okay. Which peasant spearmen do need assistance with melee attack. It's a pretty bad stat for them. And let's see, for our alchemist, we'll be taking... Enchanted Metallurgy. What does that do? Remind me. It is an ability that she can pop once on a friendly unit to increase the amount of base damage they put out, and also gives them magic attacks. She can then choose to also either give them flaming, piercing, or poison. Poison seems better for a defensive-focused army, piercing for an offensive-focused army. Flaming, I don't see regeneration being that much of a worry, really. I'll hold off on Enchanted Metallurgy right now. I want to put more points into Gehenna's Golden Hounds. Get it cheaper. Let's see. We also have still got movement to attack the city of the High Sentinel. That will be a nothing battle. Just take it. Boom. And we got the Potion of Foolhardiness. Not a bad one, really. And we will occupy. We will not be looting. We are not maniacs. At least not yet. It's not too profitable to loot right now anyways. Okay, so we have captured the settlement. Now, we can choose to either... Yeah, let's go ahead and relinquish Shangwu and focus on the expedition. The winds of magic gather, blowing through Lustria with an intensity that once harnessed will expand the reach and power of the Jade Compass exponentially. Yet the expedition to the continent has left your defenses in Cathay spread far too thin. A vampiric menace looms over Shangwu like a shadow. The undead scourge could strike at any moment, and without proper protections, the region may fall to their greed and malice. Perhaps it would be wise to hand over rulership of the city to a trustworthy custodian, rather than attempting to fight enemies on two fronts. So you do get the Malice Darkblade choice, you get it at turn 5. I thought Malice Darkblade got that choice earlier, but, nonetheless, I'm going to choose to relinquish Shangwu. Yeah, I'll take the money. And now I have a mission to capture 2 whole provinces. Excellent. And we've got victory over Greenskins, and we have secured the Amara Swamps. They also want us to use a Matter of State ability, but we don't have enough stone or steel tokens. Let's see, if I did want to move on to another province, we've got this province cleared out, we need to hit Griebit's Bootlicka. We would be moving up next to Pawwoks, and then likely the Shrine of Sotek. After that, we would turn east to the Monuments of the Moon, possibly. It's unlikely that the Slaneshis up in Maku Peaks will be too fond of us, but I guess Mazdamundi's probably dealing with them. Oh, we got a level up on the Alchemist again. Very nice. Let's go ahead and get, reduced cost for Gehenna's Golden Hounds. Not too shabby. And reduced cost for Gehenna's Golden Hounds upgraded. Let's see. 9. Really, only 9 Winds of Magic for the Gehenna's Golden Hounds Overcast. Not too shabby. Let's see here. We have got to pick a technology. Drill training, not bad. Fletching mentors, also not bad. Wait, no, that's ammo. Ammo, bleh, but it leads to other cool stuff, so. And hardened bamboo. Yeah, we don't really... Oh, man, this is going to be different looking at the Cathay tech tree like this now. Since, Oh, yeah, we are recording. Okay, just had to check, make sure the recording was working. It's going to be different looking at the Cathay tech tree now, because it used to be you went for the middle part when you were just scared to cause disbalance. Disbalance, yeah, that's a word. But this, yeah, now the middle tree is still got its priorities, certainly. Really? Just... Okay. I could have swore it used to be that only, like, yin armies would get the melee defense buff, and only yang armies would get the melee attack buff. That probably is still there for several other techs. But, let's see. Recruit rank... Increased recruit rank and leadership for peasant long spearmen sounds good. If the cat does not catch my tongue first. That leads to Jade Stance, which is reduced vigor reduction for all Jade warriors. That's quite nice. That is not too shabby. Vigor is one mechanic that many people ignore to their detriment. Let's see, Yuan Bo should be recruiting some more units. Some Jade warriors wouldn't hurt. So I'll take a few. Now, Matters of State, yeah, they're all the only ones that are accessible are ones that cost 2 tokens, so we can't futz with that right now. And the Wuxing Compass still is on cooldown, so we're just pumping more into the Warpstone Desert because I wanted to get an extra level on that trade caravan gentleman. Speaking of the trade caravan gentleman, he'll be done in a turn. After that, we'll be recruiting another trade caravan while he comes back home, and we will be benefiting from the Warpstone Desert enough to get an extra rank on that new trade caravan as well. Ren Jung Sun over here is going to be decommissioned. He'll be put back in the Lord pool. That'll be mildly annoying once I've got more Lord recruit rank techs, but that's just the nature of the thing. I needed a second army right then and there. Alright, edicts. What do they look like? Same old Cathayan edicts, right? What is the Jade Dragon's edict? Control and reduced plague spread chance. Let's see, Iron Dragon's edict. Research rate ain't too bad, ain't too shabby. But for us, we're not really that hurting that bad for research rate anyways, because Yuan Bo gets increased research speed for every province capital he owns. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. None of these are too exceptional right now. Fire Dragon's edict would be good if we were going to spend any more time here, but it's more likely we're going to run straight on up to Pawoks immediately. Storm Dragon's edict could maybe slow down Griebit's Butlicka, but who knows what he's even going to do. Decent chance he just throws himself at the floating pyramid anyways. Oh, let's go with Jade Dragon's edict, sure. We could use the extra control for the moment. Oh, there he went. He went somewhere. Maybe out to the seas? No, he's going south? And Marcus Wolfheart's lands. Alright. We've also got a mission to go ahead and upgrade a building. Oh, alright. We completed the mission at Karazakrak, and we got the Encore Chain. Increased melee defense, physical resistance, and immunity to psychology. Well, I guess that's not bad to put on the trade caravan leader himself. Let's go ahead and recruit another one of him before the Warpstone Desert buffs pass. Let's see. Humbleborn gives increased casualty replenishment rate for peasants. Many masters of the continent spanning caravans come from the peasant farms, the slums of Cathay's mighty cities. Let's see, we can either get snipers or we can get more peasants. Well, the rocket launcher that comes with the Nangao Ties one is too good to pass up. I'll take that. Alright. Over here, let's go ahead and have Yuan Bo get on the move. Oh, he is going to be sticking around in this province an extra turn. Let's see, this is still the High Sentinel, and then that passes over to Pawoks. So let's get on up there, and let's go ahead and start recruiting another few units to make Yuan Bo stack that much stronger. Let's see, a couple more Jade Warriors. Jade Warrior and a Peasant Archer, sure. Now we can, we do have the ability to upgrade one of the province capitals. So let's upgrade the capital of Isle of the Crimson Skull. There we go. I need to make some diplomatic deals as well. I do have lots of diplomatic deals with the rest of Cathay, but I need some diplomatic deals here in Lustria as well. Wolfheart probably will get along with him for at least a little bit. I anticipate that me and him are going to end up beefing for territory at some point if this campaign were to go on longer than the 10 turns I anticipate it will. But since I'm not going much past that, I mean, even if I was going to play this full campaign, it wouldn't hurt to set up that non-aggression pact just to back out of it when it becomes inconvenient. Unassigned skill points to who? Oh, that traitor, yes. Let's see, Wayfinders, not bad at all. Not too shabby. That keeps the trade caravan healthy, so I'll go for that. And then the new guy, let's see, Chilin Dai, who I, for some reason, can't... There we go, Chilin Dai. Hidden Stores is too hard to pass up, so I'll take that, and then Wayfinders next. Better to keep the caravan safe in the early game so they can build up levels. Oh, we can also dispatch Chilin Dai to somewhere. Where do we want to dispatch him to? Let's take him, yeah, to the land of the old, the Goromadni Mountains. Right, I always think of that as the land of the Bearsenlings, since it's the farthest northeastern part of Norska. Though, then again, this early in the game, it might be wise to go ahead and send out as far as Marienburg. I'll go ahead and do that. Since this early in the game, there's unlikely to be that big of threats. And it's unlikely they'll have made too many of the powers in the old world or the Mountains of Morn all that upset. Though, since I'm so far away from the Mountains of Morn and Darklands, it's more likely that the Chaos Dwarfs and the Ogres won't want to declare war on me at all, since I'm in Lustria. And there are diplomacy mechanics that discourage the player, discourage AI from declaring war on any countries that are too far away. So I'm probably actually safe from the usual Cathay problem in the mid to late game of the Ogres and Chaos Dwarfs trying to take all your caravans to themselves. Now, I'm wondering what I'll end up having in my... Ooh, get a High Elf Noble. Yes, certainly. Ooh. And the Moonhowler's been annihilated. I don't even remember which faction that is. Construct 3 buildings that contribute to harmony. I'll think about it. But right now, I don't have many slots for it. Okay, we're going to be sieging Pawoks. Now, for the first modded campaign I want to play, I'm thinking the... Oh, wow. I can just auto-resolve this out the gate? Sure, why not? At that big a reward, sure, why not? I mean, sieges are not too terribly easy. They're not my specialty, especially if I don't have artillery. So, I won't complain about that. Let's see, the training camp... sure, we'll keep that, and we'll get rid of the one in Floating Pyramid, yeah. Now, Grievous Bootlicka is still running around with his nothing army. It's kind of stunning he's not entered raiding camp to replenish. But I'm thinking for my first modded campaign that I'll be recording, I'm thinking Cataf's Southern Realms, I'm thinking the Border Princes. They are... I've always been interested by the Border Princes, both on the lore and gameplay level. And I've played Cataf's Estalia before and had a really good time. That was a really fun campaign. So I think that'd be a good start. Somewhere somewhat familiar, but also somewhat unfamiliar, really. Let's see. I'm curious about one thing. The Jade Lion is a Yang unit, but the Jet Lion is a Yin unit, even though it's a melee monster. So I've wondered before, can you basically use the Jet Lion to have a all melee army as Cathay and still make good use of the harmony mechanic? That seems like an interesting possibility to me, an interesting twist on the harmony system. Okay, anyways, yeah. For old Yuan Bo here, let's see, what do we want the last unit of the army to be? Actually, let's hold off on there being a last unit in the army. The AI, to my understanding, is slightly more aggressive towards armies that have, you know, about 17 or 18 units instead of the full 20. But that could be a bit of superstition, I've heard. We'll go ahead and put more points into Unyielding. The melee defense is not too shabby. That's quite a good red line skill. Oh, Yuan Bo has multiple skills points to invest. Let's go ahead and invest again into Unyielding and make our melee units that much better. And the early game as Cathay, you're going to want to invest in that just largely because Peasant Archers are not that impressive of a missile unit. They're not bad, but are they even... I can't remember. I want to say I've compared Cathayan Archers to Bretonnian Archers at some point. They're broadly similar, really, which is just... Bretonnian Archers aren't that bad either. But Cathay, you want to upgrade to more hard-hitting missile units sooner rather than later, whereas Bretonnia, it's more likely you're going to be investing into plague archers in the late game just as a support unit rather than doing any damage themselves. And let's see, I'll take the metal shifting passive ability. From there, I suppose we'll move on to evasion so I can pick up earthing and magical reserves. How is our Winds of Magic doing? It's doing okay. I should probably take the time to actually go ahead and gather some Winds of Magic in a little bit. That would be wise. That is a lot of pteranodons, or pteranodons? Hang on, I've forgotten what the word is that the lizard men flying dinosaurs are called. Oh, fight against the ogre kingdoms, who cares, it's all Noblars. Bleh. If you play Cathay a bit, you see that fight a lot. See, there's really nothing, no kind of big reward here. So let's go ahead and take a little bit of replenishment. Even that's kind of nothing. The only unit really getting replenished much is the general himself. Yeah, Chilin Dai himself, and he's not very good. So we'll execute for XP, sure. Oh, the Crossed Clubs are dead. My understanding was they were the only Ogre Kingdom tribe that was particularly friendly with all Zhao Ming in the west. Okay, we need to get a move on dealing with the last of the Savage Orc settlements. Otherwise, they are going to replenish and attack Floating Pyramid, and I'd rather not have to send Yuan Bo all the way back. Let's go ahead and, yeah, let's gather some Winds of Magic. Why not? Seems quite good. We've got two pretty good casters here anyways. Hard to go wrong with, what are the two spells he had? Yeah, Shim's Burning Gaze and Jade Shield, both solid spells. And similarly over here, Searing Doom and Gehenna's Golden Hounds, both excellent spells. Now, we have skill points to assign to Chilin Dai, so let's give him a point in Wayfinders. So he will be running into less trouble in the future. Very nice. We can also upgrade a building. Let's see here. We can upgrade the Floating Pyramid or the High Sentinel. Well, the Floating Pyramid... let's upgrade the Floating Pyramid so we can get it a garrison next turn, as it's going to be our southern border for a good while. For our first building here, if we don't want to set up much in the way of military here, we're going to want to set up growth. Let's see, if we focus it on Yang or Yin, let's go for the Labor Conscription Bureau just for now. We'll eventually switch it over to the Tea Parlor, because the Tea Parlor is better for the later, mid and late game Cathay settlements. Though I'm forward thinking for the late game here, even though I don't intend on playing it. Yeah, nonetheless. The stone and steel tokens I've noticed come in a little bit slowly, but well, hang on, let's go ahead and take a look at the mechanic again. No, I'm not going to agree to a peace deal. Ooh, 2,700 gold is not a small amount, though. I have to respect that. That's the rare instance of the AI actually offering a decent amount of money for the treaty. Though I'm a little bit too little too poor for my blood, that offer. Winning a battle will decrease the token income wait time by 1 turn. That's what I thought. So if you're just constantly fighting, you're going to be mowing through the steel and stone tokens pretty rapidly. Okay, that's interesting. Let's go ahead and... Well, we're going to want to rush construction the next time we get the ability. Yeah, whatever we end up building in the Isle of Crimson Skull, we're going to end up rushing. Yuan Bo over here is still... he's building up Winds of Magic. He'd have 70 next turn if I didn't stop him. Oh, no, he has 70, so he'd have 90 next turn if I didn't stop him. But I will be stopping him because I want to take the Shrine of Sotek. And yeah, that's going to be a joke of a battle. We'll be taking that off their hands, and we'll be enjoying a bit of occupation. Now, let's see. Shrine of Sotek, okay, again, has a dock. Yeah, that's not super great for Cathay. Cathay's docks and ports aren't too awesome. We're not like Norska, where the port is the best building ever. Let's see. Harmonic balance. Yang. Increased income from Yang buildings, really, and increased growth. While harmonic discipline Yin gives reduced hero action cost and increased speed for Onyx Chroman. So do Yang buildings just make more money then? Huh. This overhauled tech tree I'm going to have to take more of a look at later. because it seems very different from when I previously played Xiaoming before the big Cathay update with Yuan Bo. Alright, I'm going to go for growth and income from industry buildings. Increased money and growth is never bad. Yuan Bo picked up a skill point, but his alchemist buddy, Shen Ma, did not. Unfortunate for her, I suppose. Let us see here. We still have only the one unit of Onyx Patrolmen, as I have not gotten around to upgrading any of my military buildings yet. Haven't had the possibility to, really. So, for now, we'll hold off on purchasing getting any upgrades for the Onyx Patrolmen. Sure, aim is just for the archer and archer equivalent units, for the archers and crossbowmen. Don't see doing that too much. Yuan Bo, if I were to keep going, I'd want to have more of a unique army than just loads of spearmen and loads of archers. So, let's see. Investing in him as a combat lord is not too bad of an idea, it seems. He seems quite good for that role. But giving him better magic also seems like a good idea. And lowering the cost of Shim's Burning Gaze. A Shim's Burning Gaze is right now, it costs, what is it? 5 winds of magic. But we can reduce the cost, so it's only 4 winds of magic, which is an absolute, just, pittance of winds of magic. It's nothing.
My effectiveness could be increased.
Okay, here. Let's see, are there any diplomacy deals I should make? I'm willing to bet not. I haven't exactly endeared myself to anybody as of late. Don't know why I checked the Confederation tab. Highly unlikely that was going to be anything. Why is there so much chaos corruption up there? Must be Skaggy. Alright, so the next turn, we are going to get the Harmony. Okay, yeah. Imara Swamps is now Yang focused, which means it is getting increased research rate, recruitment cost, recruit rank, and recruitment capacity, but it's losing out on the increased money. But I wasn't making much money in this province to begin with, so it doesn't matter. Up here in Pawlox and Triumph Shotek, jungles of Pawalasha, whatever, we're getting reduced upkeep for Yuan Bo, so that's nice. These peasant long spearmen are taking a while to rebuild. We'll just go ahead and merge them, sure. And I'll keep it at 17. 17 units doesn't sound bad. Saves a bit of money, even if it's even if the theories I've heard are incorrect. Mazda Mundi. Now he's going to be a problem. There's only so long we could avoid fighting him. We're going to want Hexodal, and we're going to want the buffs that come with taking Hexodal. Oh, we have another fight against some ogres, and it's again a really lame ogre army. Oh, but they lose the peasant spearmen. That's annoying. That sucks, as you can't really get those back. But the random encounters are just something you're going to have to live with. As part of the Cathay Caravan system, occupy, loot, raise, or sack 3 different settlements, and we get the Armor of the Dragon's Gaze. Ah, that is a quest item. Yes, I see. The Slaanesh guys are dead. Poor guys. They just wanted to have a good time. Speaking of having a good time, ooh, we got the little event where the Moon Empress appears and blesses us. Nice. Speaking of having a good time, I did see that just today, which will date the video, that just today, the gentlemen behind the Legendary Characters mod have ported forward the Slaaneshi Skaven mod from Warhammer 2, and that's a wild one. That raises some lore questions. And Grievous Bootlicka and his 2 crappy Savage Orc units are actually managing to replenish. Right, because Savage Orcs, when controlled by the NPCs, are technically hordes, aren't they? Right. Okay, let us see here. We are going to want a yin building of some kind, aren't we, to get back harmony. At the same time, it doesn't really matter. The harmony is more important for a late stage set of settlements. In the early game, it's perhaps not so important. Though I am curious what yin... What does the... Oh, I see. So yin imbalance increases growth and control. Yeah, okay. Growth, control, reduces construction time and construction cost. Really? But it's the yang building that reduces construction cost as well. It reduces construction cost by 6%. while the yen imbalance reduces construction costs by 20%. So really, you want to go the other direction if you want reduced construction cost. You want to go for the yen growth buildings. While yang, the deeper you get in, will increasingly get more research rate, reduced recruitment cost, increased recruit capacity, and increased recruit rank. So your military province is the one you want to have all the yang buildings in, if you're going to have a military building at all. Let's go for a yen imbalance just while the province is getting started. Yeah, we'll go ahead and get a tea parlor or two set up here. So really the difference between the yin and yang buildings without the actual yin-yang imbalance system, the purpose of the yin and yang buildings themselves is that in a harmonious environment you're choosing if you want construction cost or building income, though you're really going to want to have a harmonious province once it gets to the high tiers and starts making more money. But at the low tiers, when it's not making so much money, you're probably going to want a yin imbalance so that you get reduced construction cost and increased growth and increased public order, which are all very nice for a young, blossoming settlement. Anyways, let's see. Yuan Bo up here, we've got Shunma. Shunma has got a skill point to spend. We will get her evasion. And then after that, we will look into magical reserves. Final transmutation, it's hard to go wrong with. Transmutation of lead, what's that one do again? That's not too shabby either. Okay, now what choice are we going to want to make here? Now, we're going to want to... Well, I want to start cultivating more winds of magic again. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to start channeling. Now, I want to pick a fight with Mazdamundi, and I want to do it soon. I want to stop him before he picks up too much growth. The longer we put off a fight with Mazdamundi, the better he gets. So, I'm thinking let's recruit a Celestial General. Let's get old Ren Jungsun out of retirement. It was a very short retirement. We're going to put him in the Shrine of Sotek, and we're going to have him out the gate recruit some Jade Warriors. We'll get him going as a second army, and we will bring the armies together to fight Mazdamundi. With the massive wealth of cash that I am sitting on, I can really afford to just spend from that bank to have more units than I ordinarily should be able to afford. And we can change the direction of the compass. Now, what is the Dragon River causes no effect, really? Has no wait, no, where's the... Right, the Dragon River is one of the ones I haven't got yet. Silly me. So, we're going to want to channel the Wuxing Wuxing. Not having a good day for tongue-tying, I must say. We're going to want to put the Wuxing compass in the direction of something else valuable. Let's see. The Celestial Lake is hard to go wrong with. We'll go ahead and put it in that direction. The Warpstone Desert is nice, but it doesn't build any of these meters. So we're going to put it in the direction of the Celestial Lake, build up control, as well as getting more money and Winds of Magic. Very nice. And Chailandai has again picked up a skill point. We will go ahead and get hidden stores for him again. Increased casualty replenishment rate and reduced attrition is not too bad, especially when we're attritioning this badly. Why are we traveling along the railroad out of Zarnagrund? Also, Zarnagrund, real frame rate killer right there. Let's go ahead and look somewhere else. I want to play Chaos Dwarfs with the Immortal Empire's expanded map. Being able to go into Ind or Koresh with them would be really cool. Let's go ahead and end this turn. I intend to end the recording by this point, but I'm going to keep it going a little bit longer. Or should I? No, I really should move on to Changeling, shouldn't I? I don't want to end it in a very underwhelming fashion, though. We'll deal with Mazdamundi, and then... Well, we won't deal with all the Hexodal faction, we'll just pick a fight with Mazdamundi, and then we'll move on. Oh, Wolfheart wants a trade agreement. Sure, why not? Now, if I pick a fight with Mazdamundi, where could I get him to meet me in battle? Oh, well, Grievous, bold attempt there. I respect it, really. Not, perhaps not worth it, though. Let's see, the replenishment is nothing, the money is nothing, so we'll execute. Alright. The winds blow ill and your soldiers suffer a great imbalance. They rage as if possessed, claiming to see enemies all around, screeching to dispense the Emperor's justice. The herbalists claim to have even glimpsed flickering flames behind their eyes. Send them all to the Dragon River. Upon bathing in those sacred waters, not only will their fire be dimmed, but the spirit dragon will have the ancestors bear witness to their ugly fury. In their shame, they will know harmony once more. We're a long way away from the Dragon River, ain't we? Reduced construction cost for Yin Building's fire faction-wide. Not too bad. Mandatory meditation. If the fury cannot be quenched, perhaps it can be mastered. Breathing exercises will calm them until the next battle. And there they can unleash this rage upon the deserving targets. Plus 10% charge bonus all armies. I'll go for send them all to the Dragon River. It's more likely that saves me money in the long run. 3 turns. Okay, we have 3 turns to do that. Valanduil, what are you doing in my house? Anyways, yeah, let's go ahead and get the tea house up to the Contemplation Gardens, which will apparently summon Gotrek and Felix. Doubt I'll do anything about that, but nonetheless, 150 gold for that is a pittance. Let's have Ren Jongsun run up here, and we will have him recruit, while Yuan Bo enters ambush stance right here.
General of the Celestial Host.
Ren will be recruiting some Jade Warriors. And we will be declaring war on this gentleman. He is at war. Does he... Who's he friends with? Who is Mazdamundi cool with? He's not really friends with anybody. He's not even... Apparently even Skeggy doesn't... excuse me, New World Colonies doesn't like him. Not sure I'm a big fan of Criff Assembly's interpretation of Mazdamundi as Frog Hitler, but whatever. Oh, Valanduil here. What is he planning? They're not happy with me, so he could actually be here to go ahead and attack me. That'd be a bold decision to make me feel like a fool for attacking Mazdamundi. But I knew that I had to deal with Mazdamundi sooner rather than later. Okay, this would be a Pyrrhic victory. However... Oh, did I not put the ambushers? Did I not put Yuan Bo in the right spot? I don't think I did. He just decided to go for it. Well, in that case, it's probably better that I am controlling Ren Jongsun then. Now, let's see. Mazda's army. Temple Guard, a lot of Sauruses, a lot of Skinks, and a Cruxagore and a Bastillodon with a Revivification Crystal. That didn't always have that unit icon, that little ability icon, did it? Oh, because that's a banner, right? I'm dumb. Alright. Let us see here. This is gonna be a rough battle here. This is gonna be a rough one. Yuan Bo, I'm confident, can step in and stomp Mazdamundi on his lonesome. But the rest of the army... Jade Warriors are almost at Saurus Warriors level. Let's see, 30 melee attack, 40 melee defense. They've got better melee attack and melee defense than Saurus Warriors. Really? And about comparable leadership. Better armor. Really? Not nearly as good weapon strength, though. Oh, boy. They have higher numbers, though. Yeah, the Sauruses have the benefit in weapon strength and charge bonus. Otherwise, it's actually in the Jade Warriors core. Really? Huh, I never realized. Jade Warriors, I think, are perhaps better than I thought. I mean, Jade Warriors are good. I always knew Jade Warriors were good. But Peasant Spearmen are so good for their dirt cheap cost. Either which way, let's go ahead and do this. Let's see. Looking at my... let's not go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and think before we leap. Chameleon Stalkers. Oddball unit. Kind of a scary one, though. The Onyx Crowman will likely end up going after one of the Skink Skirmisher units, as the Skink's cohorts are not too shabby in melee and would give the Onyx Crowman a pretty serious fight. The Longma Riders are neither anti-infantry nor anti-large. Probably the best thing to do with them would be cycle charging as much as I can. My archers, we've got the better ranged game than they do, but I don't want to have any units stuck chasing after the Skink Skirmishers, so better for the Onyx Crowman and perhaps the Longma Riders to work on that. we're probably going to be able to go uphill here, hopefully a pretty steep hill. And if I can get them to come up towards me while the archers fire away and Sun Ma releases a Gehenna's Golden Hounds on them, that could be pretty solid. I don't have much real serious anti-large here. Yeah, the peasant spearmen are there, but they're going to be more likely getting stuck fighting the sources, since I don't have enough of a numbers advantage to force Mazdamundi's units into bad matchups. Still not entirely sure how to use the Jade Lion. It's got good charge bonus and speed, so probably I should be cycle charging it, shouldn't I? That's going to require a lot of attention. I should probably keep the Jade Lion in the back lines and then charge him in once our lines meet. Let's see. And he's still got the Jade Con. Yeah, I need... The Jade Lion's Breath is one ability, absolutely, that I've been ignoring a bit too much. So we need to use that when the lines meet as well. Now let's hope the reinforcements don't come in at a stupid position. If they can, I can probably readjust. But I prefer to have them come in sooner rather than later. Yeah, they're coming in a stupid position. Let me correct myself. It's not stupid. That is where Yuan Bo is in relation to Ren Zhongsun, but I didn't place the zones of control in the right place. So Mazdamundi just glided right past Yuan Bo's little ambush area. And as a result, I tried to place him somewhere to the front of Ren Zhongsun while still giving him a decent ambush chance from hiding him in the trees. Okay, so this would be 5 minutes till they get there. Not great. 4 minutes. 2.5 minutes. Well, then we kind of lose our high ground advantage here. The really ideal spot... Yeah, he's just badly placed. We're going to have to accept that. If we want the reinforcements to arrive in a timely fashion, we have to be over here. Now, the formation these guys take doesn't matter. Whoops. There we go. Let's go ahead and take a look at old Ren Zhongsun. I've not gotten to take a good look at the Celestial Generals. Well, we're on the side of a hill and I don't have the better camera mod, so I'm not going to get a good look at them, but nonetheless... Whoops. There you go. That's a good look at him, ain't it? His hammer looks like a hot air balloon. Such a weird looking unit. Weird looking weapon, rather. Alright, now let's get you guys back.
Hello, soldiers of Cathay. I do not intend to have words take the place of my weapons. I shall inspire you.
So we're going to... They're going to be coming up the hill, and ideally they're going to lose a lot of vigor in the process. Especially because it seems like the AI just has their units run everywhere like madmen, or mad lizards in this case. Cloud cover coming in. Let's see, we are gonna... Alright. Yuan Bo will get here before the lizardmen do, right? Right? Oh, good lord. Okay, they're at least coming in a split pattern, but no. Yuan Bo will not be getting here before at least some of their units do, it seems. Yeah, we got 40 seconds, and some of their faster units are going to be arriving before then. Let's see, do they really want to throw their Scar Veteran in here right now? I guess they do.
Kill for Cathay.
Okay, this is gonna be a mess. If I were intent on playing this campaign longer than this, I would have reloaded a save and placed Yuan Bo more properly for an ambush. But I intend on this being somewhat the big grand finale of this little recording series, so I'm taking it as it goes, and if I lose, so be it. Come on, anytime now. Here we go. Oh, don't just run headlong into the loving arms of the foe, you fools. Okay, so they've not placed themselves in a good position for Gehenna's Golden Hounds because they split their army in a way that actually wound up working out. For them, rather. Okay, now we need we need Yuan Bo's army to not go and pick a fight with the entirety of their army, but they're currently running straight ahead. Let's go ahead and have all these guys run up here, and this peasant archer stay back here. The alchemist needs to stay, yeah, right about here. She's on a horse now, I just now noticed. Let's see, we need her to drop the Gehenna's Golda Hounds somewhere where it'd be useful, and I don't think that she's in that much of a threat now, that she's not that threatened now by many of the enemy units now that she's on a horse. They don't really have anything that fast. Now, where would we want to drop this? Not on the skinks, that would be a waste. Let's go closer to the Sauruses here. Oh, okay. Let's see, we've got more units that are coming in here and just going to rush straight at the enemy. Let's see, all of the peasant archers need to be like so, yeah. And these Jade Warriors and Peasant Spearmen, and these Jade Warriors, and these Jade Warriors all need to make a nice little formation up front. Where is my Jade Lion? My Jade Lion needs to be up here. And my Onyx Crowman, where are you? You need to stay where it's safe as well. The Longma Riders need to go somewhere somewhat safe. I have backed myself into a corner here, rather noticeably, and the Alchemist wound up taking a lot of missile damage. I did not expect that. I always forget how much missile damage Lords and Heroes can take. Or rather, can't take. Let's drop Gehenna's Golden Hounds right there. Take that. Now let's get behind friendly lines. Let's have all the peasant archers put in guard mode. And we will have them all, keep them as a group, have them all fire on the red-crested skinks. Why not? That's a vulnerable unit that nonetheless also does a lot of armor piercing, so I'd probably want to take them off the field. Let's get rid of these skink skirmishers. Okay, let's see here. Has the Alchemist got behind friendly lines? Yes, she has. Is there somewhere I can drop? Let's drop Searing Doom right here. We're getting close to getting rid of their Scar Veteran. Not bad. And let's see, are there any other buffs we should be using from anybody? Not really. I mean, the Opal Amulet's not bad to go ahead and cast right now, but I'll hold off. Let's get Renjong Sun behind friendly lines. Now, where is Mazda Mundi? He is sitting behind friendly lines. A wise choice. Shunma, we could use... Yeah, we could have used the Searing Doom cast right here, but let's get these Jade Warriors up here. The Longma Riders have got themselves stuck into a bad fight. The Croxagores have joined in. The Onyx Crowman, let's keep them away from the Croxagores. I didn't anticipate the Croxagores getting put over here in this fight. See if I can get the Longma Riders out or if they are lost. Hopefully not that they are lost, because that would be really bad. Let's see, it's a lesson I always have to learn, that the AI will go ahead and commit some units that aren't already in melee to this sort of thing. Let's see if we can't deal with at least a little bit of this little formation here with a Jade Lion Breath. Let's drop a Gehenna's Golden Hounds here. And a Searing Doom right here. Let's just devastate this flank. Yeah, sure, why not? Did a fair bit of damage to my own units, but that's the way it is. Alright, the Longma Riders. Okay, we need to... They've got a lot of units they're just leaving in reserve here to try and deal with my flyers, which is quite nice. Not an anticipated benefit of the Longma Riders here. Let's get the Longma Riders to the other side of my army. More likely to be useful over there. Let's keep the Onyx Crowman running away. That'll get their Skink Skirmishers to run away and get them to self-isolate. See, the Onyx Crowman may end up just dying, but whatever, we can live with that. Mazda Mundi staying firmly in the back. Let's go ahead and see if we can deal with him anyways. Let's get Yuan Bo in dragon form and get him out there. Okay, oop. A little bit of a tree in the way there. Use another Jade Lion Breath on this big old patch of Sauruses. Let's have the Longbow Riders run down these Chameleon Stalkers, get them out of the way. Alright, Yuan Bo will go over and deal with Mazda Mundi. Now, can he go ahead and cast Emperor's Executioner on Mazda Mundi? Why, yes he can. Very nice. Go ahead and wreck him, Yuan Bo, you great beast, you. Oh, I didn't realize that the Potion of Foolhardiness wasn't a targeted ability. I thought I could throw it on a friendly unit, but no. Apparently that's just how it is. Okay, we've got the... What the hell are these skink cohorts with javelins doing? It's a mystery to everyone, I guess. Saurus Spears chasing after my Onyx Crowman. Interesting. Let's get the Onyx Crowman a little bit closer to the lines where they can be more useful. The Longbow Riders, let's get them up back here so they can be helpful in some fight. What's the charge time on Emperor's Executioner for Yuan Bo? Quite a while. Let's have the Longbow Riders charge the Saurus Warriors from the rear. I've uncovered hidden foes, really. The Archers should be focusing fire on somebody, but they're not. I haven't been working on that, and I really should have. Let's deal with these Saurus Warriors in the back. Focus fire, everybody. Oh, they're not focus firing. All right. Oh, the Bastiladon has went right through my front line into my missiles. Should have been paying attention to that. That's a trick the AI loves to play. It really is not a bad trick, honestly. Let's have these peasant long spearmen go up to help with that, if we can get them to. Now, they can't get that close to the end border of the wall. Okay, Yuan Bo, what is he doing? He's doing not much in particular. We should be spending more of these Winds of Magic. Let's see if we can cast Searing Doom somewhere vital. Right here seems good. Let's see, Ren Jong Sun, we'll go ahead and throw down some melee defense and physical resist over here. Mazda, we've almost got dead. I'll go ahead and be sure to kill him. Onyx Crowman. All of their missile units are converging on the Onyx Crowman. They just hate my Onyx Crowman. They hate it. They hate it. I don't know why. I don't know why they hate. See, the Jade Lion is still deep in there. Let's go ahead and give it a little bit of a time to breathe. Whoa, or have it fight the Bastiladon, I suppose. Let's see, let's keep all the missiles focused fire on... Oh, hang on, a skink unit has gotten through my front line, has slipped through a gap in my front line. So let's send some Jade Warriors back to deal with it. These Jade Warriors over here have done a pretty remarkable job of keeping the Croxagors down. Though they had a lot of help, admittedly. Let's see here. Yuan Bo is going to... He really should be put somewhere else. Let's throw him down on these Saurus Warriors, sure. Shun Ma, we can go ahead and throw down another Searing Doom. Let's put it somewhere. Yeah, let's put it on these Temple Guards, yeah. Since they're unlikely to take much damage from anything else, really. Oh, they're mostly dodging out of the way. That's annoying, but what can you do? Alright, Longbow Riders, let's get them over here. The Onyx Crowmen have really just kind of been shredded by missile fire. I haven't put them to good use at all, but then the Lizardmen don't really have vulnerable flanks to exploit anyways. Alright, we need to... Let's see, is the Bastiladon still running around? Yes, it is. Let's get the Jade Lion after it. The Longbow Riders, we need somebody... We don't have a whole lot of... dedicated, really anti-infantry killing power, which is what you'd need for the Temple Guards. So let's go ahead and deal with that. Let's go ahead and get the archers on them, because they can at least mildly do something. Let's get these Onyx Crowmen on to the enemy, fleeing enemy units. Let's get rid of this random skink cohort. Sure, why not? And now we're kind of entering the, like, cyclical routing stage of a battle, where the Lizardmen are getting to run away and then route and then rebuild and come back. Where are you going, Jade Warriors? Go after these Temple Guards, please. The Temple Guards are pretty dedicated to getting the Longbow Riders. The prospect of putting their anti-large unit against a high-value large unit, just too tasty for them to resist. Bit of Slanesh-style temptation for him there. Okay, let's have Yuan Bo turn back into a human for a little bit. He'll offer better bonuses for the rest of the army then. See, the Onyx Crowmen, yeah, they're just doing whatever, hitting whatever. We're really left with, like, the missile units and a couple spear units left. Oh, this is a gory-looking front line here. Speaking of the front line, let's see, what units have I got selected? Let's reform as much as we can here. And similarly, let's have the archers reform in the rear here because they have just gotten all messed up by the Bastillodon. Where are my Longbow Riders? Let's get the Longbow Riders. I'd love for the Longbow Riders to assist these Temple Guard. Assist the Jade Warriors fighting these Temple Guard. They will need it. And over here... Mazda's kind of back. That's annoying, but we'll live with it. We can have Yuan Bo deal with him on foot still. Oh, those Chameleon Stalkers are still alive. We can deal with that. Let's see, can we get Shun Ma to throw down... Okay, the battle is over. Very well, then. The Onyx Crowman, we'll see what units he can run down. Yuan Bo should turn into a dragon. Oh, well, he can't. But can he cast the Emperor's Executioner on Mazda Mundi? Unlikely. Oh, nope, he can. Okay, Mazda is dead. Well, in so much as Mazda can never be dead. It's a neat effect that Slann never die. They just teleport away. There's only so many of them, so really the player can only justifiably kill so many. The Jade Lion, let's get him on the route of killing whatever valuable units he can. The Longmas, where are their Croxagors? Well, it's probably better to get rid of the Temple Guard. The Temple Guard are a little spookier, especially for a lot of my really good units to be large ones. Alright. There we go. I was able to end with a win, albeit fairly, not quite Pyrrhic, but not an ideal win. It's certainly going to get a close victory. I wouldn't be shocked if the game scores me with Pyrrhic victory. But nonetheless, yeah, pretty neat. I did not get to test out I did not get to test out a lot of Yuan Bo's mechanics. I wound up playing a lot of big, intense battles, albeit having a fun time. Yuan Bo on the battle side is a pretty fun unit, possibly OP with just how badly he can nuke other lords and heroes. The Jade Lion, not quite sure that I've figured out what its purpose is as a unit beyond the Lion Breath. Onyx Crowmen were a neat unit the one time I did get to use them. But more than anything else, what I've got to see is the new changes to Cathay, to the Harmony system. And so far I like those. I'm not too big on the philosophy that, you know, we should get rid of all debuffs and negative malices that the player can do through mechanics like that. I'm not so big on the philosophy that it tends to be so popular, especially with Total War Warhammer, of just making everything really OP. But at the same time, that's historically worked out for Total War Warhammer, because the most beloved campaign, really, in Warhammer 2, other than Karl Franz, was, like, Ikit Claw. And Ikit Claw is a disgustingly easy and OP campaign. So, I guess that's just kind of the direction that Creative Assembly needs to go. I don't know. Anyways, yeah, I'd like to have got to see some of the mechanics like the market districts and the fortress cities. But I want this to be a quicker glimpse at Yuan Bo and a quicker glimpse at the Changeling following, as I want to spend more time deeply playing more modded campaigns, albeit I certainly intend to come back to both Yuan Bo and Changeling and Mother Ostankya once I have got some mods in and figured out a regular mod pool to play around. Especially because, you know, Yuan Bo is one campaign that would be quite a bit neater in, say, Immortal Empires Extended. And Cathay and Kislev campaigns both benefit from a variety of modded unit packs. So, yeah, I'll be coming back to Yuan Bo, certainly. Pretty cool stuff. Let's go ahead and see. Where is he? Let's take a look at him. Yeah, there you go, Yuan Bo. You keep getting on with your bad self and your weird jade crystal. What are you doing? Okay, I guess he just does that. Huh. First time I've actually looked at him in the game, in the combat. Funny. Anyways, yeah, I will see you folks later in Total War Warhammer with a little bit of a similar look at the Changeling. See y'all then.